Good evening, race fans. Welcome along to round 6 of the LBRacing series here tonight at the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve for round 6. It's going to be interesting here tonight with a lot of rules either side for the drivers. And I think that is the 16th driver, or the 15th driver, 16 including me, coming into the room. So full grid here tonight for the 296. Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. So we've got What's he there saying oi race fans. We've got Mark Price in the house saying evening all. Stuart Wall there saying hello all. We've got Josh there saying buzzing. And then myself saying hello everyone. So welcome along. And that is Johnny coming into the room. So that is amazing and cracking to see. Amazing to see Johnny joining in, and that makes it 15 drivers, which is what we want to see. So let's have a look at the points tables and get ourselves a bit of an update, because the drop rounds have now come into effect. So a little bit of change from top to bottom in the tables, so we'll have a look at them on here. So bottom half of the table, we've got Linneo there in 15th, but he has had 2 drop rounds. Wacky there in 14th, Johnny in 13th, Lee in 12th, Stuboy in 11th, stuck on the grid is 10th, with Gear Kayla in 9th. So that's the bottom half of the table. But if you look, you've got Gear Kayla and stuck on the grid, both level on points there, and it's not too far from the bottom to the top of the bottom half. And in the top half of the table, it then goes Watsy in 8th, then we've got Holkey in 7th, Sprinkler in 6th, with Rich there in 5th. Deluxe is 4th, Mike there in 3rd, Race Lord 2nd, and it is the man that's done 4 wins out of 4 to make it 10th there on top. My mic is as loud as it will go, Mario. I'll move it a bit closer, that might help a little bit. Moved it a tiny bit closer, hopefully that will help with the microphone level there. Yeah, Mario is right. This is a tricky track here. It's like 4 of the guys. We've got a lot of cars on track. Now, I do want to pay a little bit of special attention to. Let's just try and find that track. There is Mike out on track. Getting some practice, the guys are. There is Linneo. So I want to look at Linneo's livery, because he's got a new Racing Rivals livery, which does look absolutely stunning. There we go, we've got Irish chat there in the chat saying evening Lewis, welcome along. And you guys can't see it because I'm still looking at the tables up, so let's close down these tables. Right, so there is Linneo's livery, Racing Rivals livery, absolutely freaking livery there from the guys. There is Rich going round. I am looking for... So there it is. Right, so Sprinkler has a new livery for tonight. He has got himself a Braun-esque livery, paying homage to his favourite racing driver, which is Jenson Button. Obviously, Jenson Button with a very famous win here at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. Can Sprinkler gain some of that essence of Jenson Button and bring himself a win here tonight? Getting very squirrely there. Can he bring himself a win here in the Braun-esque livery? Kicking out some dust there. Alright, let's back out of here. Let's give the guys a ready, and we will get the qualifier underway. So 5-minute qualifying for these guys. So it should be enough, because there's no tyre wear in this series, so it should be enough to get round, get a couple of laps in, and get themselves a nice spot on the podium, pending that nothing goes wrong for them. So everyone's just giving themselves a ready up. So let's get qualifying underway. Almost every time I always click the tick in button. Let's get the qualifier underway here for the guys. Rumour says Sprinkler was dropped by Red Bull Butters on this performance. Oh well, you know. Who would you rather race for? If you had the choice right now, would you rather race for Braun or would you rather race for Red Bull? That's going to be the question. Right, so, on board with Stu. He's going to get him. He's jumping everyone. He's straight out the blocks and out the gates and onto the track. Famous little track here where there was that pit lane pit exit fuffle when Kimi Raikkonen and Lewis Hamilton came in. Lewis Hamilton went at the back of Kimi Raikkonen at that famous part of the track there. I can't remember, there was a third car involved as well, and I want to say Jarno Trulli, but if anyone actually knows who it was, exactly, Mario saying Braun GP every day. Exactly. Who'd rather race for, Braun GP or Red Bull? Braun is just one of those absolute fairy tale stories. Just one in a million. So Stu Boy out on track. I'm gonna have to reconnect my keyboard here because my keyboard. See if there we go. For some reason, my keyboard was plugged in there. So I was going to change drivers and it just wasn't working. So there's Kayla. Oh, look at that. Wacky giving Sprinkler a tow. Or now Sprinkler giving Wacky a tow. The guys have been told to try and leave as much space as possible to the car in front, but it looks like in heat at the moment in qualifying, that advice is completely nothing going out of the window. Right, let's do a lap on board with Sprinkler because he's about to kiss the barrier. Kiss the barrier, through. So he's going to get a nice tour of Wacky now. So we're still on board with Sprinkler for a lap, and then we'll want to go to Lino and look at Lino's. And now Sprinkler's got Lee all over the back of him. Dancing that car around. So we did do some practice overnight, and I found that no traction control was the way forward. Wacky and Sprinkler were finding one was kind of the best setting for them on the traction control, whereas Racer was going completely annihilating all of us on track and putting him actually flying out. And it looks like Sprinkler has gone up the back of Wacky. Wacky is crossing. This is why you got to give space, everyone. But there is Wacky out now. We did see how many will hit the Wall of Champions. Only the champions are allowed to hit the Wall of Champions, surely. I think it's going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of. Obviously, in this series, damages on lights, the damage will slowly repair itself because it is just a sprint race. But then we will see in GR2s after this, the damages are heavy, so we will see the damage stay around. Now, Sprinkler's Wacky and very wide again in the background here, so Sprinkler will finish off this lap, but I don't think it's going to be a good lap. He's been in a bit of traffic, he's been in the wall. We'll see some family feud later, yeah, they are brothers-in-law, so maybe we'll see some family feud. Sprinkler dancing his way, missing the World Champion, so we've got a pole there from Stu Boy of 138.1. Gilles does a 137.6. Sprinkler into third. Holkey into fourth place there. Lee is into fifth. Johnny into fifth now. And where is Race Lord is... It looks like he's dropped it then. So I don't think... Do we have replay? No, we don't have replay. Yep, he's dropped it. We just caught the end of him dropping it there. So Race Lord has dropped it. And it's popped up. Now he's getting going. He's waiting for everyone to go past. He's done the right thing. There's this man on pole at the moment. It's 10th. 136.417 10th. He is over a second on pole from this man, from Linear. As Racel crossing the line on 2:11. I'll probably hit in the GR2 race. It's very difficult, especially in a half an hour race with tyre wear as well. It's going to be very difficult to keep the car out of the barrier around here because there is hardly any runoff. It is just track. Then a thin strip of grass or rashly, depending on what track you are. And then yeah, it's barrier after that. Here, Lino is on flying lap. Let's have a look at sex time here. He crosses through. And He is up by 3 tenths, so not enough to challenge for pole at the moment. Where is the pole sit? There is 10th there. Now these are the final laps. People are crossing the line to do their final laps. So I think that Stu Boy has crossed the line. He's done his first lap. D-Lux is the last one. So D-Lux is the last driver. Let's have a look at Watsy. Sprinkler comes through and he's done enough to get himself up to 7th. But not much higher than 7th there. There is Johnny moving up. Wacky there as well. He's in 11th. Rich is concrete to the 137. Now where's Watsy goes up? Watsy moves up to 8th. So Watsy up into 8th place. Now we want to have a look at the man that is 15th. Because this is his one and only flying lap. This is his only attempt to put it on pole. Keeps it out of the barrier, just kicking up the dust on the exit of the World of Champions. Now he is flooring it for the line. Is it enough for pole? It's not enough for pole, but it is enough for second for Racelaw. Temp has gone fastest. He's done a 136.056. So that is the qualifier over with. Well, let's have a look at those results there. So it is Temp on pole by over a second. 1.146 to be precise. So Temp on pole position, followed by Racelord, followed by Linio in 3rd, Kayla in 4th, Rich in 5th, D-Lux in 6th place, with Stuboy 7th, 8th is Sprinkler, 9th is Stuck on the Grid, with 10th going to Watsy, 11th going to Hulky, 12th going to Wacky, 13th going to Johnny, Mike there down in 14th place, so out of position there for Mike, and then Lee in 15th. So there is the starting order. So it's 15 minutes of racing action here with, as I said, no tyre wear, damage on light, so if they do get damaged, they do have the ability to drive back round and repair it. And also, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the like button, and also share the screen. Let's give these guys a ready up. So a lot of people out of position tonight, but it is still these two at the top. It's always these two battling out at the top of the field. It's Temp over Racelord. Everyone appears to be ready, so let's get this one underway. Right, here we go. Temp on pole position. Great qualifying there from Linio in 3rd and Gear Kayla in 4th. As here we go. They are starting their rolling lap. And it is lights out, and we are racing. Here it comes. 15 Ferrari 296s, absolutely blaring it into turn 1. Temp obviously will take the lead through these corners. Oh, we got a bit of action in the background. Oh, it's Rich, and it's Linio, and Rich has been spun round. He's down in 15th. There, it wasn't Linio, so it was D-Lux. He has waited. He has let Rich go back through. In the background as well, we've got Linio, he's got off as well in the background, so he's got front end damage and front wheel damage. Looks like he went off on his own. He's dropping all the way back the field here and dropping himself all the way back into 11th place, so he's lost the positions. We've got drivers going off on the grass, all the action going on left and centre, but it is these two out in front, so it is Temp over Racelord in 2nd, followed by Gear Kayla in 3rd, Stuboy's up to 4th, Sprinkler up to 5th, so he's loving it, he's stuck on the grid up to 6th. These guys have made up some places, so we've got a battle in the background here between Watsy and Hulky. Hulky looking to go on the outside, he's going to run a bit deep there, but does keep it on the track and manages to go around the outside. And manages to tuck back in there for a nice slipstream. Will Hulky get now? let's jump up to the front because it is over a second, so there's not much slipstream here for Race Lord over time. Needs to close up the gap a little bit as we want to see everyone come through the Wall of Champions again to see if anyone has an instance. Dubois getting through, Sprinkler getting through. All the guys here appear to be getting through. We've got someone in the background cut in the corner, that was Mike. He's slowing down to see if he doesn't get a penalty, which does. He gets a half-second penalty for cutting the corner, and he's dropped all the way down to 12th place. Rich is still in 13th with D-Locks as well. So these guys are massively down the field at the moment after that first lap incident. So we've got D-Locks in 13th, then we've got Rich in 14th, and then we've got Lee in 15th. So I do think that Lee had a little bit of a spin in the background there. Everything will catch back on up to the field. But it is this man, he's almost 2 seconds in the lead, is 10th. He's absolutely checking out. He's gone. It's Race Lord there in second. He's 2.5 seconds in front of Gear Kayla, who's a second in front of Stuboy. As he goes a little bit over the cut, could that be a penalty for Gear Kayla? It's a little bit half and half there. Looks like he's escaped a penalty there. Then we've got Stuboy, who has been hunted down by Sprinkler. Stuboy's on a purple lap, but obviously everyone will be on a purple lap because lap 2. Sprinkler looking to go around the outside, cuts back, trying to get the power down, gets the power down. Now it is a absolute drag race here. He's got the inside. I think this will be a change for position. And it looks like that is Sprinkler, but he does have a second penalty. It's not going to be served on this lap, so he will be served on this lap actually. So he's got a half-second penalty, he tucks back in. Now will it be stuck on the grid? Will stuck on the grid come through? Don't think Stuck's got enough speed there to close the gap. Sprinkler, he's going for the move again. So here comes Sprinkler on Stuboy. What has happened to Gear Kayla? Where has Gear Kayla gone? We've lost Gear Kayla completely. I've saved the replay. Let's have a look and see. That's Sprinkler getting himself up to P3. But where's Gear Kayla gone? Let's have a look. He was in third. Oh, he spun. He spun. He went the opposite way from the Wall of Champions. He spun around and we completely missed it on the action that we were watching. Good job we have the replay. That is Gear Kayla. That has dropped Gear Kayla down to 5 positions. We had a yellow flag out on track then. I'm struggling to keep up with what's going on here. Let's see who walks out there. So Temp miles out in the lead, a 1.2 second advantage for Temp over Race Lord. He's got 6 seconds over Sprinkler in third now. Stuck on the grid in fourth. Looks like it's Stuboy that's dropped it. Can't see Stuboy on here, so we'll see if we can see the replay. Stuck's in fourth with Watsy in fifth, Oki in sixth. Wacky is up to seventh. He will be absolutely buzzing with that. Johnny up to 8th, Gear Kayla in 9th. Look at how close it is back here. Watch this guy through these corners. It looks like Linio's going to get yeah, it looks like he's Linio in the background having a bit of dirt getting kicked up there. D-Locks there in 10th. Look at the battle here between these guys. They're basically 3 abreast. We'll stay on this battle, and whilst these guys go through and on to the start-finish straight, because this is going to be interesting. Because these cars do not like going over curves. Are we going to see everyone get around here? Oh, Linio! Lost it. I think that was Linio. We'll save that. We'll go back. I think we're looking about Linio's positions. Where is he? I think he's here. We're on board with him at the moment. So yeah, here we go. Comes into the corner. Tucked in, gets over the curb, and then boom, hits the wall, and round he goes. Front wheel damage, rear end damage, and that's him dropping down that field. The wall is taking its prisoners tonight. Linio now in 15th place. So, Temp, 2 seconds in the lead. Over Race Lord. These two are absolutely checking out in front. Fastest lap at the moment, 1:36.188 going to Temp. Sprinkler in third. He is 3.5 seconds clear, so he is going to be loving life. I did speak to him earlier on today, and he said he was not looking forward to this. And I said to him, well, if you can just channel a bit of Jensen Button, then maybe you've got a chance here. It was absolutely one of the favourite races I think I've ever watched in Formula 1 when Button came back from the back to win here. Stuck on the grid in fourth. He'll be buzzing with this result if he can finish in fourth here. 8 minutes left to go. So stuck there. Now we've got Watsy is still battling out with Hulky. Hulky getting past Watsy. Hulky getting himself up into P5. Let me know in the chat who you're here supporting to cheer on tonight at round 6. As it gets a bit squirrely there between Watsy and Hulky. Now, this guy here behind this battle of Wacky, he will be buzzing if he can finish in 7th. He's been saying he wants to try and get up into the midfield. We've been doing a little bit of practicing together, and he will be absolutely loving it if he can finish in 7th. And he's got an absolute gaggle of cars behind him. Johnny is leading this train, which has got Gear Kayla, who was in 3rd until that spin. Gear Kayla in 9th. D-Lox is there in 10th as well. So there's Johnny. There is Gear Kayla. There is D-Lox. There is Rich in 11th. Mike in 12th. Stuboy in 13th. Lee in 14th. He's slowly catching up to this fight. And Lee near there. 1 second penalty down in 15th. Qualified in 3rd place. He's down there now. Let's go back up to the battle we were looking at. There is Wacky. Now he has got maybe a bump there from Johnny. Look at the gaggle of cars behind though. Go on, Sprinkler. Doesn't matter where you start, anyway you feel that is 100% correct, Liz. To be fair, it feels even better when you start last and finish on the podium. Any race where you start outside the podium and then you finish on the podium is an absolute treat. Whoa, look at all of these guys coming over the curbs there. Doesn't look like we lost anyone there. Okay, this is the battle at the back end of the road. Come on, Sprinkler. Everyone is cheering on Sprinkler. Look at that shot. Beautiful, beautiful shot there from the cameraman. We paid him extra for that one. And he has delivered. Looks like we're going to have a look at a change of position here. Rich there dropping back. Mike moving up to 12th. Looks like everyone's going through. Let's have a look at who everyone's cheering on in the chat. There he is. There is Sprinkler. 8 seconds off of 2nd. 5 seconds. Clear though. Is it going to be a podium finish for him? It's always the top 2. Temp and Race Lord are always the top 2. We don't need to worry about that. They're the top 2 every time we come out in the 296. But this man, he's digging deep. He's changed the livery. He's moved from Red Bull to Brawn. Or Brawn inspired livery, so it doesn't actually say Brawn anymore. Stuck on the grid in 4th, doing a great job behind. Temp is 2.6 clear. Fastest lap. Obviously, you do get an extra 0.4 fastest lap. So it is worth getting. Over Race Lord, who's just coming on through as well. He's having another solid race, another 27 points it would be for him, finishing this position. Is stuck in 4th. Doesn't appear to be stuck, appears to be absolutely flying. A cracking job there in 4th. Watsy and Hulky are still nice and close on track, so Watsy in 5th, Hulky in 6th. With Wacky there in 7th. He's 2.2 seconds, or 2 seconds clear now of 8th. So he's got himself a little bit of breathing space, which is Johnny in 8th. Johnny will be buzzing with this finish as well. D-Lox in 9th. With Mike in 10th. He won't be as happy with this position at the moment because he was battling for the top 3 in the championship. So Mike in 10th, then we've got Rich in 11th, another one that was battling at the top end of the table. Stuboy in 12th. Lee's got himself up to 13th. Gear Kayla's dropped all the way down to 14th, so something's happened to Gear Kayla. He's now down in 14th. Villeneuve in 15th. Let's have a look at the front then. So here's Temp coming round, avoiding the company named. Ooh, of champions. Will he be the champion of this series? We will find out in the next few weeks. As it stands at the moment, it does look like he is going to be the champion. Race Lord there. We'll be pushing him all the way. So, Sprinkler seems to have found his mojo a little bit again. 5.7 seconds now. Is stuck in the grid off the back of Sprinkler. And there he is. Now there is a little battle a bit further back. We do have the battle still between Moxie and Holkey. 3 minutes left, so probably 2 laps for most of these drivers. So many tricky corners here. So many spots where you can just drop it and end up with damage. I think that's going to be key in the GR. The GR2s is going to be mental. So that will be coming up after this race. Will be on to the GR2s, and they have to use soft and the hard tyres. The hard tyres are going to be horrible around here. So many places where you need traction. There's so many traction zones around this track that are absolutely crucial. So I think we're going to see a lot of damage in that one. We're going to see a lot. Well, we've seen a lot of incidents in this one. People dropping on curbs and spinning round. And at the moment, this man, Watsy, is in 5th. He's 1.7 seconds clear of Holkey in 6th. Who then has Wacky there in 7th. Consistent lap times of Wacky's getting faster and faster each lap that he's doing at the moment. But consistent. Let's watch him finish out this lap. Oh, as we do get D-Locks coming through on Johnny behind, so we'll have a look at that. There is Johnny getting overtaken by D-Locks. D-Locks going over the curbs. Wacky there. Right now, this will be the last lap for Wacky. He's 1.4 in front. Can he hold off the charging D-Locks, who is in 8th place? This man is absolutely miles out in front. 6 seconds in the lead. We do believe the Temp will get another lap in after this. So will Race Lord, more than likely. Yeah, I believe he will. Sprinkler, yeah, he'll probably get another lap in as well. So the top 3 will get another lap in. Stuck on the grid, he'll probably get another lap in as well. And then it will cut off when we get down to Watsy. Let's have a look a bit further down the grid. So let's have a look at. Oh, we do have some action up in front. We do have a bit of action here between Johnny and Mike. Nice and close there. Mike trying to get himself up into 8th, which will be a good recovery drive from Mike. So let's watch everyone as they come across the line so we can see who will get the extra lap. And we definitely know this one's going to get the extra lap. And he's 30 seconds up the road. He's got plenty of time. He can stop for a cup of tea if he wanted to right now. So Temp will start his, this will be his final lap. Race Lord is starting his final lap. Sprinkler will cross the line. He's got 10 seconds to spare. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. He'll cross the line. Now will Stuck get on to the extra lap. Can he make it? Can he get the extra lap? And Stuck crosses the line. Watsy will finish in 5th. Holkey finishes in 6th. Wacky is going to hold out for 7th. He is going to be buzzing for that. Everyone, chuck in your support for Wacky. That's his best finish of the season. D-Locks finishes in 8th. With Rich in 9th. Stewboy just drag races Mike across the line for that position. Sorry, Johnny just absolutely drag races him across the line there for the 11th and 12th places. Then 13th we have Gear Kayla. 14th is Lee. And Lenio there, it will come round in 15th. Weaving across the track. He knows he's not racing anyone now. Now here comes Temp. And he is going to take round number 6. Looks like he's got the fastest lap, unless Race Lord is doing something about it behind. And here he comes. Here comes Temp across the line. And he's flash of the lights. He's loving life. That's another win for Temp. Unless Race Lord gets the fastest lap on this one, it will be. Oh, Race Lord's got a penalty, so it won't be the fastest lap. Race Lord finishing second. Sprinkler will take third place. He's buzzing, he's flashing the lights, he's loving it. He's absolutely done Jensen button proud there. And then it's stuck on the grid, taking fourth. But that man here took the race win. Going to 10th. Cracking result there for 10th. Pole position, clean race and fastest lap, I believe, for 10th as well. Let's look back over the results. So 10th there, fastest lap, 136.188 for 10th. Race Lord in second, Sprinkler in third, stuck on the grid in fourth, Watsy fifth, Hawkey in sixth, Wacky in seventh, Deluxe in eighth, with Rich in ninth, Stewboy in 10th, Johnny 11th, Mike in 12th, Gear Kayla 13th, Lee in 14th, and Lenio there in 15th. Cracking race there, everyone. Everyone show your support to the guys in the comments there. That was an absolute phenomenal race here from the Ferrari 296s. And we will be back in a moment for the GR2s here again at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Chuck your comments up, and we'll be back in a minute for the next race of the GR2s. Everyone, we're resetting the track, we're getting everything sorted, we're getting the GR2s out, some of them are out on track practicing as we just pack away the 296s that we just watched race. An absolutely phenomenal race there from the incredible 296 series. Absolutely loving commentating on that series. It is so fun to commentate on. And then we've got these guys to come out, which these guys just, the speed of the GR2s is just, it's just incredible. Generally, my brain can't keep up even driving them. I think we have everybody in the room. 13 drivers for the GR2. So anyone that does want to potentially get involved, hit us up on Discord or drop us a comment. Get involved whatever way you like. Ooh, we got joined in. Let's make sure we got everyone we should have in here. D-Locks, Rich is in here. So yeah, look, I think we've got almost a full room. One space available, which is great to see. Let's have a look at the tables after the drop round came into effect from around 5 last week. So we got Lino there in 13th, but did get second place. Only his second race in the GR2, so he's caught up a massive amount of points there to Ryan there in 12th, Johnny in 11th, Gilles 10th, Hugo there in 9th, with Mario in 8th. Then the top half of the table, we've got Rich there in 7th, Mike in 6th, D-Locks 5th, Temp is 4th, with Froxy Dev in 3rd in the points at the moment, Gavsky 2nd, Race Lord, he might be 2nd in the Ferrari, but he's not 2nd in the GR2s. And it is interesting as well, we've got joint their position between Temp and D-Locks. Obviously Temp just in front because he has the race win there. So that is the points as they stand at the moment after round 5. As you can see from the red little indicators there, that is everyone's drop round that has been added in. So drivers get 1 drop round per season. So who have we got in the chat here at the moment? Who are you here to support? Who are you here watching? Let's give everyone the ready up. Not ready up, just the ready. Alright, everyone's chucking up their ready symbol. Let's just give the guys a second just to chuck them on up. They're probably all concentrating doing some laps. It's interesting to see the differences in car choice we've got for people. So we've got a couple of NSXs there, a few NSXs appearing now in the series. Nismo's obviously the Nissan GTR, there's a few of those. There's not many Lexuses. So Lexus-wise, all we've got now is Rich and Mario. They are the only 2 people that have went for the Lexus. So we've definitely got some interesting choices there. Let's get to the qualifier underway. So these guys have got a 10-minute qualifier. No jumping back to the pits. You do have to drive around and finish your lap if you want to come in and change your tyres. So let's get this one underway for round 6 of the GR2s. We're always on board with Mario for some reason. Gilles starting on the hard tyre. That's a bold choice. Everyone getting out. There's a Nissan inside a Honda there in front. So here comes everyone out the pits. We always go with Mario at this point, so let's pick someone a bit different. Let's go with Ryan as it's coming out. The speed that these cars do is utterly incredible. So here is Rhino. Everyone needs to get themselves to space. Got Race Lord behind. Fast car is just going up pits, and these guys have 10 minutes. Obviously, to get enough time to come into the pits, change the tyres, because tyre wear is on. And I think tyre wear is going to be utterly crucial in this race. So, here comes Ryan onto that extremely long straight. All the speed that these cars can pick up. It's creating himself a nice little gap in front. So let's go on board for qualifying. Let's do something a bit different. Let's go on board. Right, here we go. So So, starting himself off on a qualifying lap. Let's go on board with a lap with Renault of Circuit Gilles Villeneuve for his qualifying. Into the braking zone, cutting across. We'll try and cut the apex. Here is just a waiting to get power, waiting to get power. Absolutely send it up the slight incline. Here is such a late braking zone. You want to absolutely throw your car across that inside curve, which Renault does, and then across the second one, get the power back down and fly through this long sweeping corner into a real braking zone here, dropping it down the gears. Here is plunking down the down. Here is an interesting one. Car just wants to spin. You can see it dancing around there underneath him. Holds the power well. And getting himself now into the braking zone, which is just under the bridge. I'm going to jump across the curbs here as much as you dare. Get himself up on the power. And then it's a straight shot into the biggest braking zone in the circuit, into the hairpin. Banging down through his gears, getting himself nice and tight on the corner and back on the power. A little bit of time still there, a little bit of movement from behind. He does have Race Lord right behind, so we will drop to Race Lord. You can see Race Lord's point. Race Lord's again absolute toe and a half here. He's having to back out of it. And he backed out of it. He's diving into the pits. He's going to change his tyres. So he backs into the pits, but it is this man on pole at the moment. We'll come out of this view. So Gavsky on pole at 27.605 for Gavsky. He's on pole at the moment, followed by Mario in second. Mike in third after the first laps as Temp goes pole. So Mike dropping down to fourth, Temp now up on pole. So Mike in fourth, fifth goes to Rayano, who we're on board with whilst he did most of his lap. And we've got Foxy Dead in sixth, Hugo is seventh, Rich in eighth, Kayla in ninth, Johnny 10th. And then we've got D-Locks there. He is yet to cross the line. He's about to cross the line now. And goes into 5th place for D-Locks. And then we've got a new driver to the series here. Intel yet to do a qualifying lap. So watch as we try and see what lap time they get in. Oh, wow, it's close to all the champions. And across the line goes fourth place there. So I think the only driver that we haven't had across the line, we've got Race Lord and we've got Lenio there, who's only just starting a lap. Race Lord on the out lap. Gavsky has gone faster, but not fast enough. So now we're going to see Gavsky come into the pits, surely to get the best out of his tyres. Mario is in the pits. He's changing his tyres now. Temp is in the pits as well. Is up ever so slightly. He's going to be getting a lovely toe here as Gavsky. He's going to want to get past Roxy because he's just going to get held up in the braking zone, surely. D-Locks is into the pits to change tyres. So, will Gavsky pit in? Will he dive into the pits? He will, and that's him in. And flying into the pits. He will get the tyres changed. He should get himself another lap in at least. That's Hugo there setting another qualifying lap. Temp is obviously out this flying lap. Now let's see, where is Race Lord? Race Lord is about to set his fastest. Kicking up some dust there, Race Lord. Let's see what he does. It's enough for second. He's only a 10th off the pole. We'll get another lap in. He might even get 2 laps in. do have a car in the grass there in the background, but it doesn't appear to have slowed down Race Lord. There's Artful Dodger in the chat saying, "Evening guys, yeah, welcome along, Artful, welcome along to the Artful." Will Race Lord have the pace here? He's only a 10th off of 10. Can he do it? Using all the track and every brake is only goes through, he kicks up a little bit, does, but he's absolutely using every inch available of the track here. He is up. He is up. Will we see Race Lord take away the pole position from Temp? Just one absolute braking zone, absolutely crucial to his lap this is. Throws it across there. Right up against the wall again. Kayla has gone faster. He's moved up into 8th. And there we go. It is Race Lord on provisional pole for round 6. He's beaten Temp by a 10th. Rich improving there. Where is Temp? Here is Temp. Can he do it? It's not enough. It's not enough. He will get this last absolute flying lap in. Where is Gavsky? Gavsky on a flying lap. Yes, so they are using BOP. So BOP is applied, which it does. So from the testing that we done, Artful, it did bring the cars very close together. BOP did. So the only adjustment the drivers are allowed to do is brake ballast. There's no more tuning involved. So it is just brake ballast. But Mario and myself did test the 3 cars, and it is track dependent, don't get me wrong. Some tracks are definitely suited towards different cars, but across the whole series, it's quite even between them. And obviously, it's personal choice. The driver gets to pick what they like and what they like to feel of driving. And as you can see across, there's a real spread between the Nismo and the MSX. And there's a couple of Lexus out there as well. Now, Gavsky doesn't improve, but will get another lap in. So he has improved on his lap as Gavsky. Improved, sorry. Not improved. He has got another chance at doing a final. Where is Race Lord? He is got another flying lap in as well. So most of these guys are going to get another lap in. So most of these guys will get another flyer in. Temp has got another flyer in. Gavsky's on his flying lap. Johnny crosses the line. He's done a 28.877. Risky out there in 4th. This will be his last lap. Deluxe there has set a new person with Mario down into 6th. Now was up in the top 3 early stages of this qualifier. Now here we go. Lineo does a 127, so where's Lineo's gone up to 4th. And that is an improvement, but it's not enough. Just missing out. Whoa, the top 3 are close. Where is Mario on the track? Here is Mario. This is his final lap. Let's see what Mario's got. There's Gavsky across the line. Let's jump to Gavsky quickly. Gavsky doesn't improve. Mario does improve, but doesn't move up in position. But hopefully we'll secure 6th for him. Yep, so these are GR2s. As we get who's crossing the line there, that will be Rich crossing the line. Gets himself up a little bit of position there. Most of these guys have finished their laps now. There's Mike, he's finished. Where we've got a bit further down. I'm trying to find out. Oh, here we go. We haven't got Johnny. He's yet to finish his lap. Can Johnny improve? Can Johnny get himself up the positions? Does move himself up into 12th. And Deluxe has finished. So that is everybody now across the line. Now that's the qualifying finished. It is Race Lord on pole for round 6. Let's have a look at the results. So, as you can see, real mix of cars there. in the top. So it is a Nismo on pole of Race Lord, a 126.030, almost breaking into the 25s there for him. Temp in second in the NSX, Gavsky in third. Then we've got Lenio in fourth. And then we've got Briskia there in fifth, with Mario in sixth. I think Mario will be happy with that qualifying. Kayla in seventh, with Froxy in eighth, Mike in ninth, Deluxe in 10th. We've got Rich in 11th, Johnny in 12th, Ryano there in 13th, and Hugo there in 14th, rounding out the drivers and their qualifying. You can see, look at that shot. Love that shot with all the cars there lined up, waiting to go on out. Let's give the guys a ready and set tyres for race start. Because obviously these guys have got to use two compounds, as you can see on the screen there. They do have to use the hard tyre, they've got to use the soft, but they can pick whichever one they want to use at the start of the race. So everyone's setting their tyres for the start. And we'll give everyone the ready. Well, we don't need two people actually saying ready. So who's going to start on what? This is going to be the interesting thing. How long will those soft tyres last? Can you get a few laps out of them? Shout out to Jensen Button. Absolute, mate, you absolutely used your inner JB there. Oh god, go on Mario. Mario, let us know, what tyres are you going to start on? You feeling the hards? You normally start on the hards, so if I was you, Mario, I'd go on the softs. Let's get this one started for round 6 of the LBRacing series in the GR2s here at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. It's great to have this track on the game, and it's going to be Race Lord leading the guys out. So we'll know what tyres everyone is starting on in a second. So I can confirm, Race Lord is on the soft tyre. He's starting on pole, he's going for the soft. Temp is on the soft. Gavsky on the soft. So our top 3 are all on the soft tyre. It's going to be this man, though, leading the field out for the start. It's 30 minutes of action here in the GR2 series. Lights out and away we go at Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. Race Lord pulling out a nice early gap there with the rolling starts. And we get everyone coming around the corner. Looks like everyone's making it through. No incident. Looks everyone through. Yep, he does, Josh. I completely agree. Race Lord completely changing his strategy up and getting himself on the soft tyres. He's got an absolute miracle of temp. These two are going to go at it, aren't they? Absolutely going to go at it with each other. Will we see an early change for position? Is Race Lord trying to back temp up into Gavsky? Looks like everyone getting through really well at the moment. Let's jump in with Gavsky there. So Gavsky doing a great job as, oh, there's a bit of sideways action. Looks like Race Lord's going to get a drive back here. Race Lord just needs to tuck in, get himself in that slipstream, because here comes Gavsky. Gavsky's got the slipstream of Race Lord. Race Lord back up in the lead. This is gonna be messy. No, it's not. Race Lord round the outside, getting himself back up. Temp there in second. Gavsky third. Let's find out what tyres everyone else is on. So we've got Brisky there in fourth. He's on the softs. Mario softs. Here, Kayla is on the hard, so he's the front running hard driver at the moment, as he does get overtaken by Froxy, who's on the softs. Rich is down in 8th, he's on the softs. Linio's on the hards but does have damage, so that's going to cost him a lot. Deluxe on the hards. Mike on the hards but has damage. Hugo in 12th on the softs. Johnny on the hards in 13th. And Briano on the hards in 14th. Jumping back to the front. Ooh, getting a bit. Ooh, Gavsky almost ran into the back of Temp then. Did Gavsky get any damage there? No, he didn't. Got to try and avoid that front end aero damage. This is going to be interesting here between Temp and Racelord, because Temp is going to have the slipstream here. Absolutely the screaming engine. Not enough though. Didn't really catch up too much with Racelord. Getting close to the barrier. Here they come. Racelord, fastest lap of the race, still with Racelord. Temp getting close. Looking for a way through his Temp. These two are starting to check out a little bit in front. Temp looking for a way around here. Racelord good, utterly defensive as they come into the next braking zone under the bridge. Racelord going really defensive there. Temp looking for a way through, but not a big enough gap there to squeeze a Honda NSX through. Looking to go around the outside is Temp. Now he will look to get the cutback here. Racelord planting on the apex and getting the drive out the corner. But Temp getting that drive as well. They're side by side as they come onto the extremely long straight. It's a drag race, everybody. Temp slotting back in that slipstream. He's looking for a way through. Will he go for the inside? He does. He dives to the inside. He tries to dummy it. Racelord doesn't move off of his line. Temp all over the back of him, but now half second in the lead. Now 7 tenths in the lead is Racelord. Racelord's just absolutely driven it through the last corner and pulls out a 9/10 lead. He's now over a second. He's almost broken the toe from Temp. Let's have a look further down the field. So Temp in second, Gavsky still in third, with Risky out there in fourth. Fifth, Mario. He'll be loving this at the moment. Mario up in fifth. Proxy in sixth. Rich in seventh. Gear Kayla down in eighth. Front running hard driver. Deluxe in ninth. Hugo in 10th. Mike's down in 11th with the damage. Johnny in 12th. Briano in 13th. Linio in 14th. He's got both wheels damaged now. Perhaps he's done that as a tactic to try and balance out the car. Back out at the front. Racelord 1.4 in front. He's absolutely starting to check out. He's broken the toe, which is absolutely crucial. Broken that toe from Temp. Temp does have Gavsky. Now Gavsky is within slipstream. Oh, this is going to be one absolutely critical. We're on lap 4. Temp almost lost it there. Almost did a visit to the Wall of Champions. Gavsky now getting closer every lap. Now let's have a look here. Temp's tyres compared to Gavsky's tyres are slightly, ever so slightly better condition, which later on in this race could be crucial. Gavsky is closing in. Yeah, massively big slapper. That could have been raced over with 4:10. But it is. This man in the lead. He's 2 seconds in front now. Fastest lap on the last lap of 1:26.949 for Racelord. Temp in second, but does have a charging Gavsky behind. If Gavsky can just keep it in that slipstream, Rich is going to bring himself closer and closer every lap. Temp trying to cut the corner down as much as he can. Gasly's still in that slipstream. Oh, big incident in the background. Let's have a look. I just saw a car go flying into the barrier. It was Rich. We'll have a look at what happened to Rich. So, here's Rich coming down into the corner, into the hairpin, gets on the brakes, navigates the corner well, and then just into the barrier, just dipped it on the power a bit too much there from Rich, and it's front aero damage for him. That's cost him. He's in the pits. He's getting rid of the damage already. He's come straight in. He's going to switch to the hards and try and go. To be fair, it's only about 2 minutes earlier than what we'd expect to see drivers come in. So Rich is coming out the pits, and on the hard tyres, the first pit stop of the evening goes to Rich. Racelaw now only 1.3 in, so now is 10, putting hammer down. As 10 decided enough is enough, time to go. He likes to do that. He bides his time and waits. Now he's setting a purple middle sector from 10. And these are on warm tyres. He's almost back within that slipstream range. He's got rid of the cab from his slipstream range behind. Yet Racelaw is pushing the track limits. He absolutely loves to push the track limits to the absolute maximum. Will we see a new fastest lap of the race done by Temp? He's absolutely flying through that last corner. Avoiding the World Champions. Is it the new fastest lap? Yes, it is. It's 4 tenths faster. It's a 1:26.500. And he's now almost within a second of racing. He is within a second. He's pushing hard. Gasly in third, still in touch with the lead battle. And we've got Briscoe there in fourth. Foxy in fifth. Mario in sixth. Deluxe, front-running hard driver, in seventh, so not a bad place to be for Deluxe. Hugo, who qualified last, up to 8th on the soft tyre, front aero damage, but having a good race. Mike in 9th, does have damage on the hard tyre. Lino has got all the damage all over his front end, in 10th, but is on the hard tyre, so going along in this race as well. And we've got Ryano there, he's got damage, and on the hard tyres. We've got Giacchela, he's got front aero damage on the hard tyres. Johnny, he's got front damage and front wheel damage on the hard tyre. And then Rich, recovering after that big incident into the wall. Recovering no damage, and on a fresh set of hard tyres. Racelaw's gap down to under a second. Here come the top 3. Racelaw is putting in some quick lap times, but so is Temp. Temp just seems to get the drive off that corner there. The gap goes from a second down to 8 tenths. Let me know who you're here watching in the chat. Who are you here supporting tonight? Racelaw absolutely flying through these sectors, but this man behind now only 6 tenths, now only 5 tenths. He is flying as well. Mario's getting the nosebleed in 6th. You say that? Let's just have a look. As soon as you said that, there was a change of position. It's not Mario in 6th. It's Mario up in 5th place. It's Mario in 5th and hunting down 4th. The front running out of the Lexus is having an absolutely cracking visual with that, getting nice and close in the braking zone, getting the power down. Alexis is quick in a straight line. And where is Racelaw? He is only 3 tenths now. Oh! What happened there with Temp? Temp doesn't have damage. Was that just a tank slapper? let's have a look. We'll go on board. He actually flies over curbs. It's a great exit. Oh, just tries to go around. Rachel blocked him off. Tries to go around and onto the grass for 10th. Doesn't get damaged. So he recovers, but that's put him into the clutches of Gavsky. Let's go back to our battle. It is now Mario back down in 6th, so Froxy has got the position up. Look at that helmet. I love the Spider-Man helmet. That's a great helmet. So we've got Mario then in 5th, and no, in 6th now. So Froxy up into 5th, Mario down in 6th, Enox in 7th, Mike there in 8th. Mike having a great race. He's qualified in a pole position and also had the damage. Lino there with all the damage in the world on the front of the NSX. We're doing a great job managing that damage. Ryano there in 10th. Again, this is all the cars down here that with all the damage. Johnny in 11th. Yeah, Kayla in 12th. And then we've got Rich in up to 13th now for Rich. And then we have had a pit stop for Hugo. So Hugo dropping down due to changing of the tyres. As Rachel goes round for another lap. So it looks like he's soft. So I'll be back hard through. We're almost halfway into the race. The tyres are only half warm. Now drivers do have to use the hard tyre as well, so we do need to see drivers coming into the pits, because if we don't see drivers coming to the pits, they will get a slap on the wrist. 10th there in 2nd, Gavsky still within touching distance. Now can Gavsky make a move before the pit stops come in? Gavsky is a bit of a wobble there for 10th on the exit. He does get the pat down wheel, is actually pulling away from Gavsky. These three are absolutely checking out in front. Half second penalty for, let's get there in, as we do get Temp into the pit. So Temp is going for the change. Now, is this the right time to do it? There's still life in those soft tyres. Does he think he can go harder on the hards? Racing and Gavsky have stayed out. Now this is going to be crucial, is where is Temp going to come out in comparison to all the cars? He's crossed the yellow line there. Surely that's going to be a penalty. It wasn't enough. He did not get a penalty. The outside line obviously doesn't count. Crucially, he's managed to get himself out in front of Mario. So that is crucial for his race there. Because any little bit longer, he would have been down in amongst all the drivers that have just come out behind here. Mike is in 7th now, Foxy here in 8th place. Rich there, who pitted early and got onto the hards, is now back up to 9th, so that's a good recovery from that from Rich. Ryan that hasn't pitted yet in 10th. Johnny in 11th. Nino in 12th. Michaela in 13th. And Hugo in 14th, just crossing the line now. Now, Race Lord. Nope, he's staying out for another lap. He's not getting rid of those soft yet. Gavsky staying out. These guys are pushing the tyres on. Looks like maybe the Nismo holds onto its tyres a bit longer than the NSX, which I never thought I'd say. I thought it would be the other way around, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But at the moment, Gavsky and Racing pushing on for a few more laps. Temp is out the pits. He's 11 seconds off the back of Gavsky on the hard tyre. It's quite a quick pit stop here. So quite a quick pit stop here. All the drivers. Will we see this man come into the pit? Surely the tyres are definitely in second hand now. Will we see him coming into the pits at the end of the straight? Surely it's got to be time. No, he's going round again. So's Gavsky. They're pushing these tyres to the absolute limit. These guys are. Temp is now only 10.8, so he is catching up. Temp is. Mario into the pit, so Mario is deciding, no, my tyres are now short enough. Mario is in. Will Mario get himself out? Deluxe is in the pits. Will he get himself out in front? Can Mario gain a position here by going a little bit longer? This is going to be crucial for Mario's race. There's Mario. This is going to be quite tight, is it? There they are, side by side. Will Mario get out? Hello there, but word, evening all, evening guys. That is nice and tight. Mario's tyres though are up to temperature. So this is Mario on for a 4th place finish if he can get past the car in front. This could turn Mario's championship around. This could. Now, will we see Race Lord in this lap? Him and Gavsky getting nice and close now. Only 1.8 seconds between them. Now, the gap back to 10th with Gavsky is 10.5 seconds, 10.3 seconds. They're losing time. Surely you've got to come into the pits now, guys. Gavsky into the pits. Race Lord into the pits. Where is Temp? Here comes Temp. Absolutely blaring it down. He's through and onto the start-finish straight. Gavsky is pitting out. So is Race Lord. This is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. Where's Race Lord? There is Temp. And Temp has done it. Temp has pitted early and has done the undercut on Race Lord and Gavsky. They stayed out just that little bit too long. Race Lord's tyres must be freezing cold. He's struggling there in full grip. Gavsky in third. So Gavsky's not really lost out, but the one that's lost out the most here is Race Lord. Risky there in fourth on the hard tyres. Mario in fifth. Foxy Dev on the hard tyre in sixth. Deluxe on the soft, only 4.5 seconds behind. So in seventh there. Mike in eighth on the soft tyre. Rich on the hard tyre in ninth. And we've got Lino there in 10th. He is on the hard tyre and he's got still all the damage. Hasn't gone into the pit yet. You've seen how long he can go in the race, I think. We've got Johnny there, still not pitted him off the hard tyre. Here, Caleb surely going to get a position here. This is going to be tight between these two. Here, Caleb looking for a move, but no way through there. And we've got Rano there in 13th. And Hugo in 14th. Hugo has pitted. The guys in front haven't pitted yet. So this could be crucial. Hugo could get some positions here at the end of the race. Temp, 2.2 seconds in the lead. He's been consistently doing 27s for the last few laps on the hard tyre. Temp still has the fastest lap of the race as well. Race Lord has dropped that second on the lap. So was trying to hang on with those softs. Didn't appear to work for him. Gavsky still 14 seconds clear. Still a nice big gap there, does Gavsky. In 13th, third place for Gavsky. Risky there in fourth. And a good race. His first outing in getting a bit sideways. Squirrely there. Mario, he'll be absolutely buzzing with a 5th place finish. Foxy in 6th now. Felix is on a charge. He's got to make up 3.2 seconds in 8 minutes. That's remaining on the race. Can he get himself and that soft tyre up into 6th place by the end of the race? Can Mike do it as well? Mike is on a bit of a charge on the soft. Field completely spread out now as we come into the last phase of the race. Rich on the hard, so he's got to make them last to the end of the race because he has done his pit stop. Now, DK has definitely come into the pits to put softs on. But now we're getting to the guys that I don't think are pitted yet. So, Lando there potentially is pitted. Right, Nino has pitted because now he does not have any damage. He's got softs on. Johnny, if he's got a pit lane crossing penalty in 13th. But he's going to serve this penalty. That's going to slow him down massively because here comes Hugo. Hugo's going to be catching up in an absolute rate of knots here. Can we see a change of position for 13th and 14th as Hugo goes on through? Almost goes on through, but he's going to be on the back of Johnny now, so we're going to have a fight there between 13th and 14th. 10th, 1.6 in the lead. It's unstoppable tonight around this track. Throwing the NSX over the curves. Racel is pushing hard. He's doing 28.5s. Attempt to go around in 27.9s. Attempt absolutely flying. Gamski there in 3rd place. Go around in 29.8 is last lap for Gavsky. .3 here, so closing up the gap a little bit. And will we see a change in the podium at all? I don't think we will this late in the race. I think it's too late in the race to see a change in the podium. I think they are 12 seconds in front now. So I don't think we'll see a change there, but I think we could see changes a bit further down here. Mario has 4 seconds in front and 2 seconds behind. Proxy, a few seconds in front, but only 1.4 now. Here comes D-Locks, absolutely blaring it up with those hard tires on. Look at the disc glow there as he comes into the hard braking zone. Absolutely catapults himself off the corner. It's 1.1 now. He's getting ever so closer to getting himself in that slipstream. We'll be picking up a faint slipstream at this point, but it is NSX versus NSX here. The power won't be too different between them. The only difference between them is the driver and what tyres they're on. So he goes on through, it's almost going to break below a second. Now this is where he should make up a lot of time, it's through this corner here. And there we go, it is below a second now. So this could be a crucial battle here for 6th place. It's a personal best sector 1 there for D-Locks. Now it's down to half a second. You can see Mario just in front, so D-Locks can get past Foxy quickly. Can he get up to Mario? He's on the charge, he's still up on his personal best. Now he's going to get a lovely toe here. Now here we go. NSX versus NSX doesn't have enough power to get it done. And we get it done from the braking zone. Can he get it done over the start finish line? Definitely a slipstream engagement here. Looking to the outside, brakes late, he's on the soft tyre. Oh, tries to go on the outside. Things get a little bit squirrely, but he does get the move done. And he is up there. Into now, did Froxy, what's happened to Froxy? Did Froxy go off there? Let's have a look at what happened there. Let's have a look and go back. So here they come into the corner. I think Froxy might have just dropped it on the... Oh, Froxy, unlucky there from Froxy. Tried to get the power down and dropped it on the hards. So that is another change of position because that is Mike up on his softs up to P7. D-Lock's moving up into 6th. Now he's only 1.8 off of Mario. These guys will potentially get 2 laps left. Let's have a look at where the front runners are. 10th, 7 seconds in the lead. Another lap in the 127s. Racelaw just coming over to cross the line. He's in the 128s. Gavsky, he's got damage. He must have hit the World Champions at some point. It must be that corner. He is the reigning champion from Series 1. So it is only right if he's kissed the Wall of Champions. He's hanging on to P3. Because then we've got Briscoe there in 4th. With Mario in 5th. Mario hunting down, but he's being hunted down by D-Lock. Only 1.2 now. Mike in 7th. Froxy in 8th. Rich is in 9th. Don't look in the Marios. Don't look in the mirrors, Mario. Gear Kayla in 10th. And we've got Rano in 11th. Lino in 12th. Johnny in 13th. And Hugo. Oh, there's a spin there for Hugo. Oh, does he get the markers in front of them? Markers in front runners are coming through. So there he is Hugo just getting going. Racelaw getting through. Gavsky just back there, but we want to see. It's half a second. You need to get the drive out this corner, Mario. You need the drive. You need every ounce of grip that those hards have got, because this is going to be for the line. I think. I don't think you guys are going to get to the line before the next lap. So I think this is going to be a battle for crossing the line. Can Mario hang on to 5th? Can D-Lox take 5th? He's been on a charge. There's 11 seconds left. They're not going to get another lap in. This will be it. Can Mario drive it to 5th across the line? And he does. Mario gets another lap in. So D-Lox finishes in 6th. Only 3 misses on the extra lap by 3.5 attempts. Mike finishes in 7th. It's going to be Froxy Dead finishing in 8th place. Rich finishes in 9th. Gear Kayla will cross the line in 10th, with Ryano in 11th. There with Nino there in 12th. And setting the fastest lap of the race, so taking a point off for Lino there. Johnny will finish in 13th. Hugo will finish in 14th. Here is 10th. Crossing the line, he doesn't have fastest lap anymore, so it's not a perfect race for 10th. It's not a perfect night because he misses out on fastest lap in the GR2s, but he does take the race win for round number 6 of the series, going to 10th. Race Lord is going to roll across the line. He's weaving from side to side. He's doing a Max Verstappen-esque. He takes 2nd. Gavsky will cross the line in 3rd place. Briscoe on his debut will take 4th. And, yep, you meant to do that. Mario in 5th. And it was D-Lox in 6th. So, let's have a look at the race results there from round 6. 10th with the race win, but no fastest lap for him. Race Lord in 2nd, Gavsky 3rd, Then we got Briskia there in 4th. Did handbrake turn it across the line? That will probably be looked at. Mario in 5th. Delox in 6th. Mike in 7th. Froxy Dev in 8th. Rich there in 9th. Kayla in 10th. Rhino there in 11th. Lino in 12th. With the fastest lap of the race might add. And then we've got Johnny there in 13th. And Hugo in 14th. Rounding out the results there. Let's save the replay. What we got in the chat? Let's have a look at the chat. So, I said I've got a 3-second penalty for passing under yellow flags, but Johnny crashed in front of me. That's unfortunate. Unfortunately, you can't overrule what the game has done. You can't go and take the penalty back, I'm afraid. So, unfortunately, that for Irish. Mark Price saying claps out for Temp. And then we got Jarvis, well done, Temp. So that is Race Lord saying well done to Temp. And we got Mark Price saying driver of the day, Super Mario. Stressful that was. Mario crossing the line, 3.5 temps to start the extra lap to secure yourself 5th. It's your highest finish in the series, I think, Mario. I hit the wall of losers, Gavsky's just said in the room. I did think that Gavsky hit the wall of champions. Cards are like skating on ice. Yeah, I think that's why Race Lord and Gavsky tried to hang on to them for as long as possible. But Temp was just dancing on them. It was unbelievable what he was able to do on those tyres. He was absolutely flying on them. We got Irish SN. I know, frustrating though. I know. I know. It's one of those. I've had those before. Where you just get a penalty for something that, you know, if someone's spinning in front of you and a yellow flag comes out and you go past them, it's not your fault. Well, Deluxe Mario one more lap, I would have definitely had the chance to get P5. Yeah, you definitely would have, Deluxe. You 100% would have had the chance to get P5. Mario, getting to the line with 3.5 tenths. On board, I cannot look in my mirrors. It's a good job you couldn't, because you had an NSX right up your backside crossing the start-finish line. So everyone, just want to take this moment to let you all know that we do have in the works at the moment the next charity event. This will be held on the 18th of April. All the information will be starting to come out shortly. We've been gathering the teams up, anything like that, getting teams out there and together. So if anyone does want to get involved and does want to do, it's a 6-hour endurance race, this one, around Yas Marina in the GR3. So if anyone does want to get involved, just hit us up on Discord or get in contact with us somehow. There is, I believe, 4 team spaces left. Now it's teams 2 or 3 drivers. And it's a case of, like what you probably saw in the 12 hours, driver can do a certain length of time and then can change in and get yourself in for another driver. So you can do as many pit stops as you want, or you could just do it as a team of 2 and do a 3-hour stint each. We have got a tip on the street. We've got £5 there. I'm waiting for it to scroll back across to let me know who that was from. I think it says from Mark. So thank you so much, Mark. I massively appreciate that, and that will go into the pot that goes back into the communities. Anything that we make on these streams goes back into the community, doing for prizes and things like that for the drivers. And then anything that we make on the charity event will go to the charity. There'll be more details of the charity that we're doing it for coming out shortly, but this one will be extremely close to my heart. I was looking way too much backwards at you. Yeah, you definitely were. But cheers everyone so much for tuning in tonight. It's been an absolute privilege racing here for round number 6. We are back for round number 7. We're getting towards the tail end of the championship. We're moving away from America now. We've just popped over the sea here for this round. And then I believe the next one, don't hold me to it, let's just double check quickly. Let's have a quick look on my phone at where we are next, because I don't want to get this wrong, but I believe we are. at Interlagos next week. I love that club. So it's Interlagos next week, and then we head over to Japan, and then we finish off in Yas Marina for round 10. But cheers everyone for tuning in and watching. If you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the stream out there. And we'll be back next Monday night for more action. Cheers for tuning in, everyone. I'm going to catch you in the next night.